both sides of the ocean, falsetto finesse. Soon, baby girl, I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and they all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show 'em the He's so good to me. He's so good. She like he's so good to me.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from Kansas City. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, that is Rashard Smith. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Smith again. Past midfield to the 45. Inside the 25. And he will score. Rashard Smith. Touchdown Chiefs. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup.
Harrison Butker will kick off for Kansas City.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
On the quick, right? 18, what's up?
Putting the tight end in motion.
Not to the right, not to the right. Not to the right.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Adrian Taylor Demerson on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here we go. 19 Texans. 18. Yep.
On play action. Stroud. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, And it's good for the first down as well.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Dell, the motion man. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And this a slight improvement over the previous plays. They didn't lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's third down.
Well, they've gotten going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last two plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
Two runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is 3rd and 15. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man, complete to Dell. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. First and 10.
Tony.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Nick Chubb, touchdown, Houston.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Danielle Hunter getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6. And it's 3rd down. gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stroud to throw. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be third down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Dell, the motion man. From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, E.J. Speed.
Sprout's pass. Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing is Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now a run with Smith. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
It is third and long. They go play action with Mahomes. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs.
48-yard attempt.
That one is good. And the Chiefs will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. 1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas
Both
City.
teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. On first and 10, here's Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
going to take a sack. You just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Stroud. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
3rd and 11.
Here we go. 18. Look the hot, look the hot. Under. South.
To throw, it's Stroud. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he overhit that just a bit. That's beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback.
20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it to start the drive, and here is Smith. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Smith. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
15 yards.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in, and he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Second and inches. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Down the right sideline. And he's in. Rashard Smith. Touchdown, Chiefs. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Oh, ready? 18. That's it.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. To the left side, into the hands of Collins.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here we go.
A tight end in motion now.
18. That's it. Hey.
Here's Mixon. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd down, they need 7. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag.
Yellow. All right, go. 15.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That's to Gray, open on the left side. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in their 2nd quarter.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll try to run for it with Smith. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Corliss Waitman now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Stroud. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. It's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Dell, the motion man.
18. That's it.
To throw is Stroud. Flush to his right. He's got his man. Complete to Dell. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
On first down, it's Stroud. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
That's another Texans first down.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Out to his right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
C.J. Stroud sacked. A loss of 3 yards. It's 3rd down.
We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The 3rd quarter underway. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Forced to his right. He'll air one out for Higgins. That's hard. And he will go all the way. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Texans. No problem there on the extra point. And the Texans are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So Narvison now, after the touchdown, will kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
46-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. Now inside the 25. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. Solid pickup on that first down play.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Patrick to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. It'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, KC.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the ground, it's Smith. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Throwing is Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs go up by 10. 24 to 14 is their lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
A good spot here. Second and a yard. They'll send a tight end in motion. On play action. Stroud. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. The extra point is good. And the Texans cut the lead to 3. 24-21. So Narvison now, after the touchdown, will kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Mahomes on first down. He'll go right and find his running back. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
14 yards
13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors. Hey, 43. Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official, who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's second down.
This is a great example of why these outbreaking routes towards the sidelines are so critical to have great timing and rhythm between the receiver and the quarterback. In this case, he just can't quite keep his feet in bounds. Great effort to secure the catch, but it's going to result in an incomplete.
15. Hey,
Mahomes now to throw again. He's got it at the 7, and he's into the end zone. Xavier Worthy, touchdown Chiefs. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
Texans 21.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now, faking the give. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
So this is where things get tricky. They work all week with the pass rush, Mike, to move the quarterback off his spot. They don't want these NFL quarterbacks in rhythm, hitting the top of their drop, and delivering the ball on time. But then the second component to that is you get them out there on the run, and it can really stress your coverage downfield. So nice job here, sticking with their guys, not giving any open targets downfield, and they force the incomplete.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks. Here's first and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Here's a give running left with Mixon. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Through Tranquil, up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9. After a 48-yard
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
On the quick, right?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
All right.
On the ground, it's Mixon as we begin the fourth quarter. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Mixon. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Let the hot. 19 Texans. Hey, Uno Mars. Oh, boy. 11. Hey.
Second down throw for Stroud. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Toward the boundary, taken in by Collins. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Yellow. 57. Hey, 57. 15. Attack.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Eye down these two. Let's go on, 80. Yellow. Here goes 15.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
This one's going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Easy. Yellow. Body. Yellow. Come back.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Third down, they need 5.
Yellow. On the line, right? 15. Hey, 15.
They'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game.
And now it's decision time, Mike. And I'll tell you, this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. The question comes down to, do you trust your offense to put this game away and come up with a first down? Or do you punt the ball back and say, okay, defense, let's not give them any good field position? It's a big decision right here. I can't wait to see what he does.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
Archuleta! 15.
Now Mahomes. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Stroud. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down, Houston.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Here's Mixon. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here comes second down. They send the tight end in motion. They go with Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Here's a timeout, Houston. their second, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's third down.
Here we go. 18. What's up? Hey, uno Mars.
Now, Stroud. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
Whoa, an enormous call here. They go for two, one play to keep their postseason alive. Here's Stroud. That's going to be caught. Not playing for the young team. They get the two-point conversion and take the lead here in the final minute. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Yellow. 180. Collect. 15. Collect. Hey, 57.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. They'll run. Space to run inside the 20. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal. Now 4 seconds left. And we get a timeout call.
7-yard line.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Now, second and goal. They'll go down to a knee. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. Talk things over before third down.
Yeah, really with you. I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rapping paper.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to win the game. This kick is